In my last video, I expressed how much I was eagerly anticipating Pac-Man World Re-Pac while also providing some general thoughts. However, that didn't satisfy my desire to cover the game. It's fairly easy to just talk about how cool something is. That's why I decided to make a more substantial overview of this remaster. In preparation for Re-Pac's release, Bandai Namco has shared 3 videos over the past several weeks comparing the graphics for each area of the remaster to the original. Given the numerous changes between the two, there's inevitably some minor deviations that may end up unnoticed. I feel that providing a closer inspection will be useful to point out and appreciate these changes. So here's an analysis of each area of Pac-Man World Re-Pac. The first comparison video starts off with a maze section showcasing Pac-Man's giant form. Since the mazes haven't been readjusted to accommodate Super Pac-Man's size, the borders of the maze actually distort around Pac-Man as he squeezes through, which produces a nice ripple effect. The next shot displays a new pirate area which appears to bear less vegetation and rockier surroundings. The sword-wielding skeletons also possess more clothing by wearing a tattered shirt and pants in contrast to their original appearance where they were shirtless and wearing much more degraded pants. Here we see that the flooring uses wooden planks instead of weathered bricks. In addition, the buildings are supported with wooden frame structures. The Pac-Man-shaped porthole has been replaced with what appears to be cannon covers. The hint sign now displays an exclamation mark. The small pool also has discarded planks at the bottom along with a grate or drain in the back. The section with the dot trail has a defined background with a tower or lighthouse off in the distance and a small building beside it. In the ruins area, the narrow zigzag path now reaches the bottom of the screen with background elements now visible. However, the vines that previously occupied the foreground have been removed. This part of the ruins also features less vegetation, but the color of the wooden platforms are more vibrant. This shot of Pac-Man underwater shows that he now has a more rigid swimming animation by continuously remaining horizontal as he dives, instead of fluently moving up and down. The HMS Windbag's eyes on its sail are no longer visible in this set piece where he pursues Pac-Man with cannon fire. Perhaps this change was done for dramatic effect when the ship reveals itself as the boss of this area. The ship is also now outlined with gold engravings. The backgrounds have considerably upgraded from simple round mountains to a view of a coastline and nearby pirate ship. The pier has been given rope railings with its planks being uniform in arrangement. Anubis Rex has been redesigned to better resemble his namesake while being adorned with flashier visual effects like the hieroglyphics spinning around his heart. His hands or paws have been changed to include 4 fingers, and his eyes now glow in response to being awakened. He also appears to be more animated than his original counterpart as seen when he's banging his fists and moving his head around. The marking indicating the player to rev roll into his heart has been removed. The most substantial change is having the rev pads connected along a path. This change was made to address complaints of the original boss fight for being too difficult. The HMS Windbag boss fight has the trampoline pads visible at all times by having them simply laying down away from the player. They also seem to stand up longer than before. The buttons used to activate them have been changed to orange with arrows conveying a reusable nature. One slightly disappointing change is that the background no longer features the active volcano and a shadow-casting sea arch during the fight. It appears to use the same coastline view mentioned earlier. Even some of the negative changes such as the removal of the vines in the ruins or the missing volcano during the HMS Windbag fight aren't enough to weigh down the experience.